Hi, you guys. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Please leave. No? Please leave.
Why?
Sir, you don't have to turn this into a confrontation. Okay, so please just leave. It's a beautiful day. Take what you're doing here somewhere else. And please leave. You're refusing to leave?
I'm asking you the same thing.
You're refusing to leave. I've asked you politely to leave. Why won't you leave?
Why? Are you with the city?
Why are you refusing to leave?
Because it's my right.
I've asked
to
you
be
politely. Please leave, sir.
No, thank you.
Have a beautiful day. Take the work that you're doing here and leave. On behalf of Vancouver public, I'm asking you to leave. You're going to insist on standing here anyway. Are you insisting on standing here even though I politely asked you to leave? Are you? Please leave now. Please leave.
How about I just take my phone out and call the police?
Do it. Call the police right now.
Okay.
Call the police right now.
All right.
Yeah. And then we can talk about these incidents right here. Before you call them, you might want to look at that.
No.
No? Okay, well, I'll show it to you. Okay? So, at Burrard SkyTrain, this brother, I don't know if you know this brother, and this sister. Okay, so on January 26, 2018, when a non-Jehovah's Witness disagreed with you and asked you questions about your organization's integrity, you physically assaulted him. And on February 3rd, 2018, when a non-witness disagreed with you and questioned the integrity of your organization, she threatened him and then proceeded to lie to the Vancouver Police Department about him. So you can call the police right now and we can get this sorted out.
Okay.
And you can tell them that I came up to you and I politely asked you to leave. I presented you with this information and you refused to leave. And we can talk all about it. Oh. Do you talk? Oh, good. It's good to know. Tell the truth now. Make sure you tell the truth. You guys are known to lie to the cops with people like me, so it's good that he's not. Usually when he calls the cops, he walks away so that I don't hear what he's saying. It's good to see that he's got the nerve to stand here and let me listen to the conversation. Don't forget to tell them that I've asked you to leave.
Can you also tell me what your file number is so that I don't have to look up?
Probably you get the file number on these two. It's amazing. It's amazing. You demonize Caesar, but when it suits you, you turn into Caesar. Amazing what hypocrites you people are.
Hi, how are you today?
Hi.
Good, thank you. My name is Norbert Schmerl. I'm down on Granville Street right now. I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and I've got a literature cart here, and a gentleman has approached me and asked me to leave. I just wanted to know what action I should take. No, he's just someone from the public, he says. Mr. Stuart Lefebvre. You've probably got a file on him.
I have the number.
We're on public property. Pardon me? Well, fairly. He keeps insisting that I leave. And he keeps asking me, so I've asked you to leave, and you're not going to leave. I says, well, no, I don't think so. No, he insisted that he would stand here while I called you. I have a file number if you'd like.
Yep, 181707.
181707. Okay. Oh, yeah, I know his name. I know him personally, yes. Yeah, I know his name. His name is Stuart Lefebvre. Well, he used to attend our Kingdom Hall. Pardon me? No, well, no, we haven't, because this isn't the first occurrence. No, he's no longer one. No, from the transit police. I'm sorry, I missed that. The traffic was just going by. Nope. Perhaps, yeah.
I'll talk to him when you're done.
Well, okay. Just as long as I get my phone back, yeah. Yeah, just one moment, please.
Hi, how's it going? Okay, so I've just politely asked them to leave because unfortunately when people disagree with them and challenge and question the integrity of the organization, they threaten them, they lie to the police, and they physically assault them. These are incidences that I've documented personally, so I've just asked them politely to leave and they've refused to leave. That's basically all I can say. Uh-huh. Oh. Right, because it's public property, they have as much right to be here as anybody else. Okay. Okay. Right. I didn't hear that last part. Go ahead. Uh-huh. I am kind of enjoying my day, officer. Speaking with them. So I've asked them to leave. They're refusing to leave. Is it okay if I ask them a few questions about their organization? No, I am not being violent, and I am not being aggressive. So I am free to ask them questions. I am free to ask you questions. No, of course they're not. They don't have to answer. Okay. I know. Yep. But I have asked them to leave first, and they've refused to leave. Okay. Right. No. That's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I want to do. Right. Okay. Well, I won't be causing a disturbance. How's that? Okay. Yes, of course.
Hello.
Notice he was worried I was going to keep his phone. See, I'm a thief now. Now I'm a thief.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, and you have a good day. Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Stuart, by the way. Miranda. Hi, Miranda. Yeah, I used to study the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses. I was about 17 when I first started, and I think a person is going to learn things studying the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses they're not going to learn anywhere else. Yeah, it was a really unique experience. I remember the couple that was studying with me. They were so friendly. They were coming to pick me up at my home, bring me to their home to have the study, and then I guess they felt in about 5 or 6 weeks after that I was ready to attend a meeting. So I went to that first meeting, and you know the way you guys are with newly interested people, right? Like, we come to the meeting and you kind of swarm us and you love bomb us and you make us feel like we're part of the family and everything. So I never asked questions at the time that it took being disloyal to Jehovah to ask. And in the process of doing some hard research, I learned some things about this organization that unfortunately you guys are never going to learn only looking to Watchtower. And I remember the first time you people started talking about people who leave the organization, apostates, demonically possessed, deceitful, mentally diseased apostates, I thought, wow, okay. So here I am, I have found the true God, I have found the truth, I'm building a relationship with the creator of heaven and earth, I'm forming relationships with spiritual men and women. If I were to ever stop doing this, that would mean that I must be demonically possessed. I must be mentally diseased. I must be deceitful. So of course I was afraid to listen to anybody who had left the organization. But in the process of actually listening to people who've left this organization and trying to reason with Jehovah's Witnesses who haven't left.
Don't mind if I film this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting what you tell them. Yeah. In the process of leaving the organization and learning about how you people really treat people who leave this organization, it's interesting to note that you're the deceitful ones. You're the hypocrites. You're the cowards. See, you won't call Caesar, you won't call the authorities when a child summons the courage to report having been raped by one of Jehovah's Witnesses. You leave it to Jehovah to handle, don't you? You're an elder, you know about page 72 in the Shepherd the Flock of God manual. If a child summons the courage to actually come forward and talk about abuse, and there isn't a second witness, or the abuser doesn't confess, you leave it in Jehovah's hands. And you hide behind that camera, making this disgusting smirk while I talk about child rape. And what's interesting is, like, I'm not the only person doing this work. Like, every time we mention organizational policy that's making it possible for the scum of the earth to go unreported to the proper authorities, you pull dirty tricks like this. You smirk like you're smirking. You try to, like, turn the tables on me right now instead of just admitting that you feel bad. I hope, honestly, that you do feel bad that the scum of the earth are being protected in your organization thanks to your loyalty to it instead of your caring about children. Yeah, so I learned that, and I discovered Facebook groups and YouTube channels and websites where people who are leaving this organization actually know more about it than you, because we have what's called perspective, something you're never going to have just recording people. Hi elders, you remember me, right? Yeah. So say what you want while I'm not there. Say what you want about what you're seeing while I'm not there. Or you can invite me and we can watch the video together and we can address it point by point by point. See, because unfortunately, I'm not afraid of the truth. Not afraid of the truth at all. Yeah, so in the process of learning about people who've left this organization, I've come to discover that there's really no such thing as having the truth and being in the truth and talking about when did you get the truth. There's just degrees of your search for it. And unfortunately, you guys gave up that search. Unfortunately, in your case, when you were born, right? You were born to witnesses. When did you get the truth, by the way?
I started studying
When you were 7, so yeah. So what 7-year-old doesn't want to survive Armageddon that's coming any minute? So I was like 17, so still pretty impressionable. So that fear and that guilt and that paranoia and that superiority complex and that persecution complex kind of got introduced at a very young age. But I broke free about 20 years later because I'm not afraid to be honest about my search for truth. So I ask you, is something true because someone is raised, exposed to it, like you were, or they were 7-year-olds when they first learned it, right? Is something true because more and more people are raised exposed to it, more and more people believe it and spread it and translate it and feel superior to everybody walking past that isn't taking the interest? Or is something true because it proves to be as true? No, you may not. Or is something true because it proves to be...
I'm going to interrupt anyway.
Go ahead.
You've already gone through this whole spiel with me.
No, I haven't.
Yes, we have. And we're
she
not
hasn't
going
heard it.
We're not going to agree.
Why are you saying we when she hasn't heard it before?
So...
See, you're speaking on behalf of her. Are you allowed to talk in his presence? Have you heard this before from me?
I haven't, but I...
You haven't. So, yeah. So when you say we on behalf of her, you mean you.
Okay.
Don't say we when you mean you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm giving you another chance to leave. Please leave.
I'm giving you another chance.
That's right. So in the process of like leaving the organization, I learned some things that I was never going to learn only looking to Watchtower to learn about it. For instance, how many Jehovah's Witnesses, seriously, how many Jehovah's Witnesses are martyring themselves in hospital beds every year because of the blood policy? How many Jehovah's Witnesses every year are killing themselves after being disfellowshipped and shunned by their own flesh and blood? They can't handle it and they kill themselves. And of course, how many Jehovah's Witnesses are killing themselves after being abused by one of Jehovah's Witnesses, which does happen, and then have that abuse treated as though it never happened because there wasn't a second witness or because the abuser didn't confess. Right? These are three areas where like Watchtower organizational policy is like really screwing up people's lives. And instead of addressing these questions, you guys play these games with Caesar. See, like you won't call Caesar, who's the authority on handling child abuse, but you will call them hypocritically like he's doing right now. And that's what I've noticed about cult members. See, when you can't control a conversation, and when the conversation doesn't flatter you, you turn into like gigantic hypocrites. See, he's getting mad now. Please don't get hostile. Please don't physically assault me. Because you know a brother did that at Burrard SkyTrain, and a couple of days ago, I showed you the picture, right? The sister, she didn't even know what we were talking about. She comes out and she goes, "If you don't leave right now, I'm going to call the police." And then she calls the police and she says, "Hello, officer? Yeah, I've asked this man to leave." So like, see the hypocrisy there? See, when it suits you, you come down heavy-handed. But when somebody's looking, you're just, victims of the persecution, right? Like, I'm persecuting you now, right? Like, you're going to figure out a way to go home and spin this and not show the whole video. I noticed you stopped recording me. Why don't you record the whole thing? See, I'm recording this whole thing. You just took a little snapshot, and you're going to twist, and you're going to spin, and you're going to put it how you want. So you can call the cops, and they can tell me to leave. But you can't hide the fact that you have turned into a giant hypocrite right now by calling the police instead of answering my questions. So I can go to jail for 50 years, okay? But YouTube and social media is helping people learn things about you they were never going to learn beforehand. So unfortunately, you were 7, you were raised, and you associate loyalty to Jehovah with being dishonest. And that is like a home run for Watchtower. That is like a home run for the cult that you belong to. You're loyal to the cult, and in the process of being loyal, you're dishonest. Like, you know you're being totally dishonest right now, staying there on that phone, pretending to be calling them. Are you really calling them?
Yeah.
You are?
Yes.
Why are they taking so long to answer? They know that there's an issue here. You'd imagine that they'd be right there waiting for you to call back. That's amazing. Yeah. So, in the process of leaving this organization, the good news is I didn't kill myself. The good news is that knowing I left behind everybody I knew and had to figure out a way to start my life over, I was able to handle that, and I didn't kill myself like so many people who leave this organization do.
So I've called the police.
Good.
They're on their way.
Good.
I'll be here in a minute.
Good. I've got something to show them.
My name is Norbert. I called in a few minutes ago. I'm down on Granville Street with
Beautiful.
Mr. Stuart Lefebvre.
When did you get the truth, by the way? Were you raised in this cult?
I have no interest in talking to you, sir.
Oh, you have no interest in talking to me because the conversation doesn't flatter you, does it? And you can't control it.
I'm reporting.
I've asked you to leave.
A gentleman.
The first thing I did was ask you to leave.
He's asked me to Granville and
Granville and Georgia. Georgia.
Yes, I was speaking to an officer a few minutes ago. My name is Norbert Schmerl. It's regarding a gentleman who...
It's regarding these two Jehovah's Witnesses.
To leave the street.
It's regarding these two Jehovah's Witnesses.
And he's been...
One of whom physically assaulted me.
Non-stop.
Another one of whom lied. 20. Exaggerate more. It's been an hour. It's been about an hour. It's been about an hour.
No, it hasn't.
It's been about an hour. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
My last name is Schmerl.
One of whom physically assaulted me. Another one of whom threatened me and then lied to the police about me. All of which can be proven.
About 10
You're afraid of real proof, aren't you?
15 minutes ago.
You're afraid to even look at this, aren't you? This
Yes,
is real proof.
I spoke to,
Yeah. This isn't theocratic warfare. This is just plain old truth.
It was a woman officer, and she actually spoke to the gentleman. I handed him my phone. And she asked him to leave. And she said he doesn't leave. I'm standing on the street.
should know what people are saying that are like fellow believers. Don't forget to tell him I'm exercising my rights. I'm exercising my rights. Good afternoon, hi. Beautiful day, huh? Hi. Well, I tell you, we earn our sunshine in Vancouver with all that rain. Good afternoon. Hi. How's it going? Travel safe. Oh. I don't follow you around. Please don't lie. Come on. How am I following you around? How am I following you around when you're here all the time? Don't lie. Please don't lie. Please don't lie to the police. Good morning. Afternoon. How are you guys doing? Hi. Don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. They will physically assault you and they will lie to the police about you. Yeah. You're welcome. Hey, you guys. Don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. They'll lie about you to the police or they'll physically assault you. Hey guys, don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. They will lie about you to the police and they will physically assault you. Please don't lie to the police. Don't say liars. I say lie to the police. Hey, how's it going? Oh, look at her. Yeah. Freedom of expression is a beautiful thing. You guys should visit a website called libelandprivacy.com. Click on areas of service, click on privacy, and get educated. Get educated. Stuart, S-T-U-A-R-T, Lefebvre. I can tell them the spelling if you're not sure of the spelling anymore. Don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses, sir. They'll lie about you to the police or they'll physically assault you. Hey guys, don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. They'll lie about you to the police and they'll physically assault you. Hey, how's it going? Hey guys, don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. They'll lie about you to the police and they'll physically assault you. I don't know if you got a close-up of this. If you're going to take a picture of me, take a picture of this while you're at it. No? You just want to take a picture of me from far away and tell the story that suits you? You don't want to take a picture of what I was actually holding? Right? You want to have all the power and control when it suits you? And be poor me victims when that suits you? Take the picture of this. Take a picture of this. Take a picture of this. No? No? I thought you guys were about having the truth. This is truth right here. You won't even look at it. Unfortunately, thousands of people are. Nobody is ever going to hate you because you're true Christians. We're too busy being shocked at what total hypocrites you are, what total cowards you are, and what total manipulators of the truth you are. See, you took a picture of me from there. I came up close to you and gave you an opportunity to take a picture of what I'm holding, and you refused. You've refused. Because you're complete and total cult members. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Hopefully the police do come. Hey, officer. You guys had such an opportunity right there. Oh, how's it going, sir? Don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. Don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. They'll lie about you to the police, and they will physically assault you. How's it going? Oh, just gonna make sure you're telling the truth.
Yeah, Vancouver, BC.
Oh my gosh. How's it going, sir? Hey, you guys. Right. So you were here that day. And I don't know if you remember this Jehovah's Witness here, but she threatened me and she lied to the cops about me. And over here at Burrard SkyTrain, I disagreed with this guy. I questioned the integrity of Watchtower, and the guy physically pushed me.
Well, I mean, I don't blame them. They're just kind of standing there, and you're
I'm what?
actively kind of bothering
Oh,
them.
so that makes it okay for them to lie to the cops about me?
Well, they didn't lie.
Yeah,
kinda
they
watched
did.
The whole thing.
They didn't. That's what I'm saying.
What did they say?
They said, we've asked this man to leave.
Yeah, I heard that.
When the first thing she said was, if you don't leave, we're going to call the police. That sounds like more like a threat. Have you ever studied the Bible with Jehovah's Witnesses?
I was a Jehovah's Witness.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, baptized and everything? So you weren't one. See, you're lying. I can't talk to you. You lie too, don't you? Okay. Oh. Get a picture of this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, get a picture of that. Are they coming? It was funny. Your wife was filming me from over there. She saw that I was holding this, and then I went closer up to her to show her, and she put the camera away. Like she didn't want to be honest about what I was really doing out here. You guys are going to be too busy spinning this in a way that suits you later. Like, take a picture of this. Or is this like lies? Is this apostate lies?
No, let's just send me a copy.
Well, you can have this. Take it.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Hold that up, nice and good. We got lots of other copies. Hey, how's it going? Oh. Yeah, don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. Don't question. Don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. They will threaten you. They will lie to the police, and they will physically assault you. On what basis were the Bible students chosen as God's organization in 1919?
We're not having a discussion. I'm sorry.
You don't have discussions. You control conversations, or you're flattered by conversations, or you hypocritically run to Caesar, and that's what's being established about you people. Not that you're true Christians.
You know better than that.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. Because I was in your shoes before, and whenever like apostates would come up to me, they didn't know what they were talking about. Like, they were really transparent. They weren't really witnesses. It takes going through 20 years of being loyal to this organization to be able to do what people like me are doing.
What are you loyal
So
to now?
I'm loyal to the truth, Norbert.
What is true?
Truth is something that proves to be as true tomorrow as it did today and the day before. Something that rewards you with being honest for your search for it. Truth is not letting 7 men in New York do your reasoning for you. Where loyalty to what they teach means it's okay to deceive and twist and lie to the police and cry victim, poor me when it suits you, and scream about what faithful and true Christians you are when it suits you. See, no one who's doing any real research into Jehovah's Witnesses is ever going to hate you for being true Christians, okay? People are shocked at what they're learning about you guys from the leaked elders videos, from the leaked Bethel videos, from the Shepherd the Flock of God manual, from the communication guidelines for the circuit overseer, from the custody packet, from court footage that shows you guys are totally comfortable lying after taking that oath. So, like, all the preaching and all the languages and all the websites and all that, that's just part of what makes you a publishing empire, a real estate empire. The truth about the truth is that you're just human beings, you know, flawed.
Can I politely ask you to leave?
I've asked you to politely leave. That was the first thing I asked you to do, and you've refused to leave. And actually, you've turned this into kind of a confrontation by calling the police. Notice, I could have called the police. I could have called I could have picked up the phone and I could have said, "Hi, officer.
Yeah.
My name is Stuart Lefebvre, Vancouver, BC. My phone number is blah blah blah. Yes, hi. I'm standing here next to one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and unfortunately, I've come to discover that they threaten people, they lie to you guys about us, and they physically assault us. I've asked them politely to leave and they won't leave." Like, I could have done that. I could have played that stupid game, but I don't play that stupid game. See, you guys play that stupid game. And you're going to go home and you're going to tell yourselves, oh, we were so persecuted. I'm not persecuted. Like, I don't have that complex. You guys are the cult members. I'm the human being. Yeah.
Okay.
So think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful time of year. I love it. I love it. Oh, you guys know who Garrett Loesch is, right? Please tell me you know who Garrett Loesch is. What's unique about Garrett Loesch? He's a governing body member, but what's unique about him? Do you know? Do you even know? You don't even know. You guys don't even know. See, that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Okay, fine, I'll tell you. He's the longest serving member of the governing body. Did you know that? Come on, you can admit I just educated you. It's okay to admit an apostate taught you something you didn't know. Did you know that? See, that's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so he's the longest serving member of the governing body, and he was given the opportunity to defend Watchtower. Hey, how's it going? Don't disagree with Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, they will have a police file generated on you. So he was given the opportunity to defend Watchtower policy on child sex abuse reporting in a court-ordered deposition. And what do you think he did? He's kind of similar to what you guys are doing right now. What do you think he did? You think he actually gave a defense? No, he didn't give a defense. Instead, through Watchtower's legal department, he submitted a written statement. And you can find this statement online if you think I'm kidding. They released it. He submitted a written statement where he disavowed having any connection to Watchtower. He said, I am not an agent, I am not an officer, Watchtower has no authority over me, which technically he can say, right? Technically he can say that, like in conjunction with the other governing body members, yeah. But on his own, that's true, right? And I thought, wow, that's amazing. Here is a man claiming to be one of 7 men mediating between the creator of heaven and earth, who's supposed to have the Holy Spirit operating in his life to such an extent, and he runs and plays little legal games instead of giving a defense. Just like you're like refusing to give a defense. Like you haven't reached for your Bible once this whole time. And that's what happens to people like you. Like, it was kind of a good thing once upon a time when you guys called yourselves Bible students, but when you changed your name to Bible know-it-alls, Jehovah's Witnesses, that was it was just a matter of time before this kind of thing happened. Yeah. What about copyright law? Has Watchtower ever violated copyright law? Yes or no? Do you know? What about deliberately misquoting sources? Has Watchtower ever deliberately misquoted sources and had to do a retraction? What about articles in the bound volume in the CD-ROM appearing differently compared to the way they were worded in their initial printing? Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. Because you can't threaten people who disagree with you. You can't lie to the police about people who disagree with you. And you definitely can't start physically assaulting people who disagree with you. I don't know if you recognize that, brother. Oh, you took it. Good, yeah. So you've got the dates there and the locations. You can find out who they were and what happened, and they can ask them. It says here you physically assaulted Stuart. Is that true? I promise you he's going to say yes. Or you can show that sister. You can ask her, did you lie to the police about what you said to Stuart? And I can promise you she's going to say, yeah, I kind of did. I was scared. What was I supposed to do, right? Like, when it suits you to be the victim, you're the victims, aren't you? Yeah. What's the scriptural precedent for the many drastic changes Jehovah's Witnesses have made to their form of worship over the years? Like, where did Jehovah ever direct his true servants to praise him and teach others about him and serve and worship him in a way that he actually disapproved of, just so that he could show them what was actually acceptable later? The way, like, if you took a Bible student from 1918 and put them in a room with one of Jehovah's Witnesses from 2018, it would take probably less than 10 minutes for those two people to think that they were in completely different religions. That'd be amazing if you could do that. If you could have like a Back to the Future episode. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Are Jehovah's Witnesses the happiest people on earth?
Well, Mickey Mouse is, apparently.
Well, that's what you guys teach constantly. Yeah. Must a person be one of Jehovah's Witnesses in order to escape God's wrath that will kill billions at Armageddon? Must they? Must these people become one of Jehovah's Witnesses in order to escape God's wrath that will kill billions at Armageddon? Must they? Must they? Anyway, I think that's about 15 questions I've asked. The first being, please leave. I wasn't maybe I should have asked you. If I had asked you to leave, would you have left? If I had come out and said, would you mind leaving? Yeah, I'll try that next time. Instead of just telling you, please leave. No, actually, please leave is a request. See, people like me ask you to do things. People like you have the gall to tell people like me to do things. That's the difference, you see. That's the difference. Yeah. So you guys are going to go back to your hall. Are you an elder? I'm just going to assume he's an elder. So you're going to get together in your little meeting. You're going to show them that little bit of footage, and you're going to twist it, and you're going to have your discussion behind my back. I'll tell you what. If you're willing to honestly tell me that you're prepared to have me be in the room the very first time you show that to somebody, I'll be there.
You will?
Yeah.
You want to write that down for me?
The very first time you show it. If you can look me in the eye and tell me you're not going to show that to anyone.
You want to write that down for me?
You have my email. Say, Stuart, I've accepted your challenge. I haven't shown that footage to anyone. And I will let you be there when I do show it for the first time. I will present my case, and I will let you present your case about what really happened. And guess what? I'll get to show them the whole thing. The whole thing, Norbert. Including the next 20 minutes where you turned it off and I kept recording you for the next 20 minutes. We can watch what you recorded and what you have to say the first time, mind you, and we can sit and watch what I recorded for the first time. See? I've noticed that. Like, I've spoken to the police before, and they'll talk to you guys without me standing there. And they'll talk to me without you standing there, which I'm perfectly prepared to do. But unfortunately, because you guys keep lying to the police, twisting and omitting things, people like me are forced to do this kind of work. So, I appreciate that you don't want to leave. That's fine. It's a free country. But what's interesting is that, see, you're going to twist these events, or you're going to use your sort of selective capturing of it to tell yourself what actually happened, when what really happened is right here. Right here. On YouTube. See? So, like, what you guys prided yourselves in accomplishing with ex-members, that they were never able to communicate with one another and share their stories, that is being smashed right now. Yeah. And you know that video that Gary Bro gave to New Bethelites has been leaked, where he talks about, brothers, if you've woken up a morning after having a wet dream, was that wet dream possibly your own fault for squeezing your pillow too tightly between your legs? Or perhaps you were wearing underwear that was too tight, and you allowed your thoughts to wander to having unclean thoughts. And then Tony Morris gets up, like, at the next talk, talking about how you guys aren't cult members because there aren't chains on you. Amazing. Amazing. So make sure your underwear isn't too tight. Make sure that you're not squeezing your pillows too tightly. And also be convinced that you're not cult members. That's amazing. That is amazing. Anyway, you guys tell yourselves whatever you want. So as I said, like, seriously, don't show that to anybody. The first time you do, let me be in the room. I will get this ready, and we can do that. Because your 3-on-1 days of bullying people are over. They're over.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You have Jamie and Steve.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Good, Darcy.
Darcy Stewart.
Stuart, nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you,
Stuart.
Darcy.
Jamie used to be in our home. We tried to see you a little boy. Oh, yeah. So we know
Jamie and
him.
Yumi,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jamie. We've known him forever, and everything got to Fort Hayes from.
Yeah, yeah.
Jack was there, you know, that. Yeah. We were there a few weeks. Actually, when Jamie gave his first talk, he came to you guys.
Oh, his
So,
first
but there was a
talk.
lot, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
So, yeah.
That's-
All his family.
That first talk is so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I remember mine. I couldn't wait for it to
And
be
his
over
mom's
with.
taking all the
Really?
pictures
Oh.
afterwards. That made him more nervous and more stuff. But that's okay.
Was it a talk or a reading that first time up for him?
It was his public talk.
Public talk.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
Oh,
he
okay,
was public
okay.
talk.
Yeah.
We came for that.
That's great.
Take
Great.
it worthwhile. Yeah, we just wanted to say a quick hi.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't want to be rude and walk past. Yeah, we are.
We're done.
Get our exercise.
We had our coffee and now we're going home.
That's it.
Yeah. Come all the way downtown for a coffee.
That's right. That's right.
See you later.
See ya.
International brotherhood. It's so great. Where are you guys from?
New West.
New West. Okay. Yeah, I'm from downtown myself.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. How long have you been in the street, by the way, Darcy?
All my life.
All your life.
Raised,
Oh,
born
that
and
explains it.
raised.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you later. And you got it when you were a teenager. That explains it. Okay.